Now we are discussing about transistor logic. Transistor logic comes under bipolar technology or unipolar technology? Bipolar technology. In the bipolar, whether it is coming under saturated or non-saturated? Saturated technology. Here, this TTL is very widely used. Whenever we go to the laboratory for any IC AND gate or OR gate, XOR gate, NAND gate or NOR gate, if you search, the ICs are made with this TTL technology. Okay, it is most widely used for our laboratories purpose. In general, we will use most widely. In this TTL technology, we are using bipolar junction transistor. So the current is due to majority carriers and minority carriers. So that's why it is a bipolar device. And the speciality is sometimes in this TTL technology, the transistors may use multi-emitters. This is multi-emitter. Until now you have had transistor has one emitter and one base and one collector. But here we are introducing a technology in which transistor can has more than one emitter. So multi-emitter technology can be implemented in the TTL. Next, propagation delay, we have already discussed. In the TTL, the propagation delay compared to the ECL, it is high. But compared to CMOS, it is low. 10 nanoseconds, in and around 10 to 15 nanoseconds, the propagation delay. Next, what is the power dissipation? Compared to CMOS, the power dissipation is high. There is no doubt. But compared to ECL, the power dissipation is low. So it is not best in the propagation delay or in power dissipation. But it is having adequate propagation delay and power dissipation. Fan-in is 12 to 14. Means we can fabricate devices with 12 to 14 inputs by using the TTL technology. And this IC can drive nearly 10 loads, that is fan out. Okay? So what is the fan in for this TTL? In and around 12 to 14. Means 12 to 14 inputs we can give to this IC. We can fabricate these ICs by using fan in 12 to 14. Fan out nearly 10. Okay? Now we will learn some basic circuit. NAND gate. Why we are learning NAND gate? Why we are not starting with AND gate or OR gate? Because if you learn this universal gate, this NAND gate, by using this NAND gate you can construct AND. By using this NAND you can construct OR. By using this NAND you can construct XOR. By using this NAND you can construct NOR. That's why if you learn NAND, you can construct any gate. So that's why we are learning how to fabricate this NAND by using the TTL technology. Okay? In this TTL technology, if you observe here, we are taking in this digital logic circuit 2 transistors. How many transistors are there? 2 transistors. Transistor T1 is a multi-emitter transistor. This is not multi-emitter transistor. So this transistor has how many emitters? 2 emitters. This transistor is having only one emitter. First you should have fundamentals very thoroughly. For that we are taking the concept of transistor as a switch. If the base voltage of this transistor, NPN transistor, with respect to emitter is 5 volts, then this transistor is in on condition or in off condition? On condition, because emitter junction is forward biased and collector junction is also forward biased. Because the collector junction is forward biased, this transistor acts like a short circuit. And what is the output voltage? 0. Very good. So if the transistor is in on condition, what is the output voltage? 0. Now, base voltage is 0 volts, example, less than 0.7. Now this transistor is in Because the transistor is in off condition, there is an open circuit. Now what is the output voltage at the collector? VCC. Why VCC? Because there is no current in the resistor RC, because circuit is not closed. Okay, so if I give the input voltage 5 volts to the base of the transistor with respect to the emitter, example, if I keep 5 volts here, with respect to the emitter, how much voltage I am giving to the base of the transistor? 0. What is the voltage? 0. Now this transistor is in on condition or off condition? On condition. Very good. Now this transistor is in? On condition. If the transistor is in on condition, what is the output voltage? 0. If the transistor is in off condition, what is the output voltage? Very good. Now you observe here. We know NAND gate truth table. 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0. 2 input NAND gate. First we are giving A and B 0, 0. What is the input for A? 0. What is the input for B? 0. If input for A and B are 0, with respect to the base emitter, with respect to the emitter, base voltage is 5 volts. So this transistor T1 is in. Because this is in on condition, what is the voltage at collector? 0. This transistor T2 is in. Because this is in off condition, what is the output voltage? Right? Now, when we give 0 and 1, 0 and 1 means 0 and 5 volts. With respect to B, this transistor is in. With respect to B, this transistor will not turn on. But with respect to A, it will turn on. So transistor is in on condition. Again output is. Again transistor T2 is in. Again output is. Very good. Now if I change 1, 0. Again this T1 is in on condition. Collector voltage is? T2 is in? Collector voltage is? Next. Now with respect to the emitter, so the base voltage is 0. So this transistor is in? Because this transistor is in off condition, what is the collector voltage? Okay. Assume 5 volts. Now this transistor T2 is in. Because this is in on condition. Output is. Okay. This is how a TTL NAND gate works. We are taking only 2 transistors. If you want to build 3 input NAND gate, what you will do? Multi-emitter. Here we will take 3 emitters. If you want to construct 4 input NAND gate, what you will do? Okay, so 3 input and 4 input not in your syllabus, but anyway now you can construct on your own. Okay, right.